Hello, everybody. Welcome to part 15 of the vending machine app, presented by my beautiful new mustache. And in this video, uh, I've been thinking a lot, man, because we're starting to get to the point where if we make mistakes, I've realized some of the mistakes that I made in the original design of the system because I've been going piece by piece. So we have to fix some of those mistakes. And one of the mistakes that I'm going to fix today, and something you need to think about, is before I was just doing, well, we're going to add inventory to each machine. Yeah, that makes sense, right? But I forgot to make two other databases, and we're going to use ChatGPT to kind of fix those mistakes and see what it suggests. I've already gone through what I need to ask ChatGPT, etc., and I'm just going to go through the process so that we don't have to sit here with me fumbling around. But so this is part 15. Watch through the end, hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you're new here, and let's just show you how it works. So I've got I should probably show you my screen first. Can run my app here, right? This is all easy. John Doe, put in my password, we log in, I go to my dashboard account, it's got my company name, shows me my machines, and this is a good starting point for us. Okay, good starting point here. I can go in here, I can edit my machine, and this is where I was going to begin to edit the inventory of each machine. But it's like we need to have some sort of a congruency to add this inventory. Like there's another step that's needed, and that step is to create two other databases called product and inventory transaction, which are also going to work with machine inventory, right? So what I did to solve this issue is we just start talking to ChatGPT. We say, I'm creating an app and I need some advice on how to add a new entity to it. And again, this is probably why ChatGPT will not replace programmers at all, because most people, they're to use this properly to its fullest potential, you need to have a systems design background, because you need to know how to speak to ChatGPT in the language that it can understand. So the only thing ChatGPT is going to do is going to make our level of knowledge of programming more abstract and more higher. And then the syntax BS that I hated doing anyway, that's all easy now. Thank goodness. So I say I'm creating an app, and I need advice on how to add a new entity to it, make this a little bigger for you. It walks you through it. Define the entity, determine how it will be created, blah, 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 blah. And I say to it, hey, what if I gave you my database schema? Which is what I did. What I did is I just made a video about this. I went into MySQL Workbench. I dumped out the database schema. I edited up, a lot of the extraneous data, like these, these comments. There were a lot more comments in there that were totally unnecessary. And I put it here in ChatGPT. I said, here's my table structure. Full table structure goes in there. And it said, and then it interpreted it. So I'm saying, okay, yeah, this makes sense. You understand what I'm doing it. And then I'm saying, so basically for each user, the user needs to be able to add a product. That product can have some stock, and it can be assigned as inventory that is assigned to a machine. Does that make sense? It says, yes, that makes sense. It says, you got to define the new entity. Tell me what goes into it. It says modify the database, add the inventory functionality. This is more app-related sort of stuff. Controls to accessing the information. And then I say to it, the attributes of the product are brand name, SKU description, cost, sale price, and date first added to the system. That should be enough for step 1, which I've referenced here. Step 1, it knows what I'm talking about. Can you provide me with the rest of the SQL code to do this, taking in consideration the schema I gave you as well as steps 1 through 6 provided to me in your most recent response? So you have to be very verbose. Don't give it any opportunity to make a mistake. And then it gives you the code to create the product table, to add the inventory column to the product table, to add a new table called inventory transaction. And I didn't really know why it had this, and then how to modify machine inventory so that interacts with the new data that we're adding. To update the code, you'll need a new model for the product entity and modify existing models and controllers. Talk in reference to like model views and controllers, which is a systems design paradigm or whatever you want to call it, framework. And I say, hey, what is the inventory transaction table for? It says the inventory transaction table is used to track inventory transactions. Wouldn't you know? So basically, as you're adding inventory, right? So this is another freaking part of this app that I didn't know, like more scope creep. We're gonna have to create inventory addition control structures so that we can update. You know what I'm saying? But that's part of the project. And then I ran into an error. I copied the error out of here, which is right. You can see it right there at the bottom. I'm not going to show you it, but it's right here. Error code duplicate column. Tells me what to do. Check the existing column using describe. Unbelievable. So now we have our new schema with our new tables, and where you can begin to use this information to update inventory, to create these inventory transactions for our app. So thank you for watching. That's my spiel on part 15 of this project. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for making it all the way here.